What is going on, everybody? My name is Chaka. This is the Chakaverse. And today, since Halloween is just around the corner, it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid, and all those weird MTV, like in the 1990s MTV cartoons that they used to have back in the day. So I put together my top 3 picks for the most weird 1990s MTV cartoons. Now, there's a lot of 1990s cartoons from back in the day. These were the top 3 that stood out in my head. Not in no particular order, but check them out. All right, so the first one on the list is The Max, 1995. So how do I describe The Max? I guess in one word, bizarre. That's all I can think of. So this was a weird show. Not the weird just like for the sake of being weird, which kept it from being as pretentious as it could have been. On the outside, it's a superhero story. You got the hero in a costume, a damsel in distress, and a villain. But on the inside, it's about family ties, astral projections, dreams versus reality, and even emotional suppression. I really enjoyed the animation style of the Max. A lot of the artwork is literally like scanned from Sam Keith's original comic book pages, but not like a motion comic style. This actually had some real dynamic animations in it. Then there's the characters, who are as unique as the artwork. You got Max himself, who really isn't a hero. He's more of just like a numbskull, and he knows he has to protect Julie, which is the damsel in distress, but he doesn't even know why or how he's going to do it. And you have Julie. She's pretty much, she's a complicated character, but well-rounded, and the way these episodes are written, you can tell that it's really much more her story than it is Max's. But then you got Mr. Gone, who's the villain of the series. Not only did I really like the design of the villain, but the voiceover work used for Mr. Gone is pretty much perfect. This is one of those villains who loves to talk, and does it a lot. So much that I think any other voice actor, it would have just made Mr. Gone boring. But throughout the whole series, you never get tired of hearing him talk, which is good because he's also like a narrator on various episodes. So Gone is an evil person, but at the same time, in the series, he gives more guidance and insight to Julie than any other character in the series. So I thought the dynamic was pretty complex, but at the same time, it kept me watching. So if you have love for animation as an art form, give this show a watch. But like I said before, it's pretty weird, but I like weird, as you'll see from my next 2 picks. So on my second pick, I got The Brothers Grunt, 1993. Now, this one was considered one of the worst shows of all time, but I loved it. I thought it was cool. It's about a society of these creepy, like pale-looking, varicose vein humanoids that love cheese and alcohol, and they were called grunts. Most of the grunts don't talk, but what they do is they party and eat all the time. So the grunt monastery is called the Fold, and the story is mainly about 6 brothers, one of which is announced to be the chosen one. The chosen one will sit on the throne, and this prevents the monastery from falling and keeping the grunts community thriving in whatever it is they do. Well, the brother who was the chosen one, his name's Perry, he doesn't want to be the chosen one and sneaks away to the human world, which is pretty weird to see these things who can't talk and only grunt living among regular people, but maybe it was the weirdness that kept me intrigued. Like I said, I like the weird shows. So the other 5 brothers are sent into the human world to find Perry and bring him back. And that's really it. A lot of the show is just these guys being complete morons and doing absolutely nothing. Everything is weird, everything's wacky, and everything's random, sometimes a little gross. The soundtrack to the show was pretty decent. I enjoyed the art style, but pretty much nothing really ever happens in these episodes. There's really no character building. It's just grunts making noises and fumbling around being idiots. And it was great. I really liked it because the animation on the series was something that was really unique for its time. So if you like wacky, weird, random, and sometimes gross, check out the Brothers Grunts. And for my final pick, and these are in no particular order, I have The Head, 1994. The Head is the story of Jim. This is another weird one. He's a trade school student in New York. He wakes up one morning to find that his cranium is enlarged to a mammoth proportions. A week later, out bursts Roy, just out of this dude's head. So Roy's a purple alien with an odd sense of humor who has taken up residence in Jim's head. Roy needed a place to stay to adapt to Earth's environment while on a mission to save the world from a power-hungry alien named Gork. Like I said, this is already weird, but I like it. Roy explains that there are two races of symbiotic aliens, his, which is mutualistic, and Gork's, which is parasitic. So his friends on this journey are Jim's girlfriend, Madeline, his personal physician, Dr. Axel, and a group of human anomalies. The group consists of Ray, he's a landscaper who has a lawnmower blade lodged in his skull, Mona, a beautiful woman with a little short tail. You got Ivan, he's a Russian who has a mouth on his chest. You got Raquel, who has a big old nose and big buck teeth, which give her like a rat-like appearance. Then you got Earl, who has a fishbowl in his mouth. Then you got Chin, a long-limbed former freak show performer from China. And then you just got the regular person, hangs out with them. His name's Shane Blackman, just a normal guy. Now, this is another strange cartoon that I don't know why I liked it, but I just did. It was just something about the little purple alien from outer space living in someone's head, trying to save the Earth by reassembling his anti-invasion machine that did it for me, you know? The animation style was great. It was similar to like the Beavis and Butthead style, but I thought there was a lot of entertaining humor in this one. So that's my top 3 90s MTV cartoons in no particular order. Of course, there were runners-up like Eon Flux, Celebrity Deathmatch, and Beavis and Butthead. But my 3 picks had just enough weirdness to keep me watching. And if you like content like this, let me know by liking the video and sharing your comments down below on what 1990s MTV cartoon do you think should have made it on this list. Thanks for watching. That's all I got for you today, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to check out this video, just click right there. And if you want to subscribe, you just click right there. You guys have a good one. Later. I'm out speaking Chaka words. We are making Chaka raps. We call this the Chaka verse.